So, hello again. I'm Gabriela, and Istvan is our guest, who is a specialist on many aspects of matrix drops system, on which I am not. And I got some time from him, so I want to use the opportunity and ask a lot of questions because these are really specific cases he has. And I myself would like to learn about animals and plants because that's really close to my heart. When I was a young child, I always wanted to take care of plants and animals and protect them. And I think most of the people who have heart, they also, agree with me. And I know that Istvan loves them also. And you have thousands of amazing stories and examples. So I would like to ask you to choose one and then we will share more. Just something which was really, you know, touching you, let's say emotionally. Just share something with us, please.
We all grew up with animals, pets like dogs and cats, and it was amazing opportunity I had with the system and brought it into the agriculture because Ireland is known from its agriculture. So I met with a lot of farmers and mostly through their health situations we started to work with, and these people asked me how can I benefit their farm or how can I benefit the animals. And of course in this case, if somebody had a big farm, the biggest fear of them is that something go wrong. But after these people experienced the effective blessing effects of the matrix drops, they were brave enough to bring the possibilities to these animals. So one of my favorite story has happened a few years ago with horses. A lady who knew me and we had went through some stories previously, she was asking me to find out serious illnesses of her horses. There was one specific horse which was creating a terrible skin syndrome. The horse was very itchy. She found out because the horse was always itching its head scratching its head into the hoses or fences. Not only the head, but sometimes the leg, and she see the spots. So it was very visual, and she told me that's her favorite horse. So she was actually thinking about to kill the horse.
Oh, gosh.
So she was asking me to help, and because her farm was far away from me, I asked to send me pictures. I didn't only ask pictures from the specific horse, but other horses as well. And it was an amazing journey for me as well to discover the environmental impacts on the animals. When I scanned the tree horse, I found the same disturbance in the whole in the tree horse system, which was a heavy metal, which is called plumbum metallicum, which is lead.
Hmm.
So when I called the owner, and I said that behind, as you said, the root cause or the main problem is a high amount of metal in the horse's system, which is causing the disturbance. And I found aluminium as well. So I asked, how come these horses are building up these metals? And she said she needs time. So she called me back after a few hours and she said, I know now. When I bought this land, it was very cheap. And it was owned by the gentleman who sold cars.
Oh.
I know that afterwards, when I bought it, he buried these car parts under the ground, which is still leaking, possibly.
Oh.
Before the case, when it went so wrong, a few years previously, her land was flooded because she's surrounded by a river bank. So by she being flooded and everything being washed out by the water, so This is how we found the environmental impact on these horses. So the next thing was, when we found out the reason, is to act. And I was given her matrix drops, which was made for the heavy metal, for the plumbum and the aluminium disturbance. And the horse situation amazingly improved in 2 weeks, which
Really?
was an immediate and very, very strong proof even for the owner. Of course, in this case, the drops are recommended to use even in the land
Yes.
because the informations, these patterns are understanding because it's a common language between every living which have water inside. We can communicate the information even to the plants and the soil. So she started to spray the land also with matrix, the quintessences. And for the first thing, she moved the horses to a whole different path. Not only the heavy metal was the problem for the horses, another horse had problem with the spirit. The horse refused to jump on these races. And when we scan the horse with the computer, we find an attached entity to the horse. And because there was no colleagues around at the time for me to recommend to help the spirit across these experts, I was choosing those matrix drops informations, which was helping the horse to keep the entity away. And there was a race a few weeks after, and the first time after she been refused the jumps, she did the jumps again.
Wow. That's amazing. I never heard about that. Unbelievable. Wow, I'm so happy that we can share these stories, finally. Where did you share these stories until now?
The people can find these stories on the product website itself on the www.matrixdrops.com. They can actually find these stories in several languages and also videos on YouTube where not me, but the owners share their experiences. And this is what I notify. So I write an article from it or I make a video from these amazing stories.
Unbelievable. Thank you for sharing. Wow.
Thanks for
I
the
have a lot of people and a lot of clients who love horses and have and keep horses. So that's unbelievable. Thank you so
The
much.
amazing possibility is given by the computer, and today everybody can own a matrix drops computer which is affordable, and they can record, they can scan the animals, the plants, or of course their families. The opportunity is given to everyone, and as I said, because there's no interference, there's no side effects taking these amazing matrix drops quintessences. Everybody can apply and see the stories, the amazing improvements, or the amazing um, healings they experience.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much. So we will come back with other stories because I just love as you talk about it, and we will look for those videos and upload them and give the proper link to them so the other people can watch them. Thank you so much, and we will talk about other animals and plants because I just love these stories. Thank you,
Very
Istvan.
much. Thanks very much.